Today we're in Iceland and we're gonna be exploring the biggest national park in all of Western Europe. It's this entire massive glacier area here in eastern Iceland. I think almost like 10% of the entire country of Iceland is part of this national park. It is absolutely massive. We're gonna be looking around in this area in Street View and exploring this beautiful place on Earth. And that's gonna be an awesome video. So basically what I'm thinking, we're gonna be looking around in this area in Street View. Let's begin just like right in the center. Why not, right? In the middle of nowhere in the ice. Whoa. Yo, we're like literally in the middle of the glacier in between these two massive mountains. This is probably a drone shot or like a helicopter shot. I think this is a drone, not a helicopter. Whoa, look at this. Like, I feel like if you would stand here in the middle and then it cracks, like you're cooked, dude. Can you walk here? I don't think. Like, imagine you fall down here, you're cooked. Whoa, yeah, it looks really cool, this spot. This is an awesome drone shot. Imagine hiking here with this view. So cool. Okay, this was like literally in the middle of this thing. Wait, I saw another one right next to it. Let's check that one out as well. Okay, we're right next to the spot we were last time. It seems like you can drive quite deep into this area. Got some people here. Quite a lot of them. Man, there's a lot of tourists here. I really hope this isn't like a super tourist dense area, because I want to go here, but I don't want to feel like a generic like tourist. Like if it's an area where like everyone goes, then I don't want to go there anymore. Let's go up here to the north of like the area. Okay, it seems like this is taken in summer. Like a lot of the like satellite view is just complete snow, but here it looks a lot better. This is in summer. Look at all the like the dark black color. You know why it's so dark? This is because this is like volcanic soil from all the volcanoes in the area. It's beautiful. Look at this lake here in the middle and the mountains and everything. It's the biggest national park in all of Western Europe, so it has to be impressive, right? Is this a volcano? I think this might be a volcano we're going on to right now. Okay, where are we? Oh man, this is so beautiful. This is why you go to Iceland. Look at the dark colors of like the volcanic soil and the moss and everything. One thing which is a little bit sad about Iceland is just how few trees, like there's no trees in most of Iceland. But it actually didn't used to be like this for most of the time in Iceland's history. Before the Vikings showed up here and colonized, Iceland used to be covered in trees, just like the rest of Scandinavia. But like basically, to summarize it, the Viking fellas, they just chopped all of the trees down. Like, and now Iceland basically doesn't have barely any trees anywhere because all the trees were chopped down. Because for some reason I think trees, they grow very slowly here on the island. So even though people try to replant them after they chop them down, it's very hard for them to like regrow. Here you see like, this is where the glacier is on the inside, and this is where you can see the glacier ends and it melts. The glacier melts and then it melts into these rivers, leading somewhere maybe else in Iceland. You can probably fish in these rivers later down. Probably you can drink out of these as well. If you want to fake the Mars landing, like people say the moon landing is fake, how about we fake the Mars landing, like right here. Here's a place called Skaftafell, which means like, fell means, I think it's waterfall. Yeah, look at this waterfall. Look at these awesome volcanic rock formations, and then we have the waterfall going here. There's just an infinite amount of waterfalls in Iceland. I've noticed, I looked around there and it's just like, they have so many waterfalls. Please, how many waterfalls do you need? You have so many. It's crazy. Here we have these like traditional like Viking style buildings. Our Viking style might be wrong, but like we have had this since the Viking age. We have the same thing in all of Scandinavia where you put the moss on top of the roof. I forgot why we do that. I don't even really know why we do that. It's not just because it's drippy. There is some type of like actual purpose of doing that. Okay, here we have some dude. How did he get the car here? Oh yeah, you can see the tracks. He just drove straight over this. I guess this might just be regular snow and like not like part of the glacier. This is a volcano, right? Look at all the smoke coming here. Is this like the opening of a volcano? And he has just casually driven here with his car. This is a really cool spot. Imagine just driving off-road up here in north of Iceland. This is so cool. Oh, whoa. There's so many people with their snow scooters here. There's probably a lot of, these are all probably tourists, I guess. This name of this guy is Fabricio Perna, maybe some Spanish guy, probably a tourist. Look at this guy, he's looking here, looking out. There's the masculine like energy to just stand with your hands in your pocket and look out on some majestic view. Aura farming, that's nice. Let's go down to the next spot. Oh, look at this beautiful drone shot. Is that a volcano? not. I can't tell. Like I feel like there are no mountains in Iceland. There are all these volcanoes. There are no mountains. Like I mean, just look at the terrain here in Iceland. Look how like there is no trees. It's just barren. And that's crazy because at one point, maybe in this area maybe at one point was covered in trees. There maybe were trees everywhere here, but look how few trees there is here. I actually think it is beautiful, definitely, but I feel like this place would look better if there were more trees, definitely. But I know there is actually a project in Iceland. They are planning to like replant the entire island with trees, which I think is great because it's also like good for like the air quality and everything. To have more trees, road, boom. This is vatnajökul National Park in that direction. I think you can almost see the ocean from here, right? Okay, we're walking here. We're going on a hike right now. We're going all the way the mountain. Here we go. Okay, where? Okay, yeah, it's over there. It's so cool, this spot. Look at this mountain top. But as I said, there are no trees here. Like as a Swede, like Sweden is like I think the second most tree-dense country in the world. Finland is the most tree-dense country in the world. I just felt like I like trees. Like we need more trees in Iceland, dude. I like Iceland, but we need more trees here. It would be more awesome. Where are we, dude? Nah, I'm not doing this. If I'm going to Iceland, I'm not doing this. I'm way too claustrophobic. Dude, he has a pickaxe. This is the thing about like I hate people who do like cave diving and stuff. Cave divers are the worst. Cave divers will have an entire family of 5 and a fantastic life, a stable income and a house and everything, and then they will look at and then they will find a cave called the Crack of Death, and they will just instantly launch themselves into it. Nah, I'm not doing that. I hate cave diving. It's the worst hobby ever. If you like cave diving, you have a problem. You need to stop. Cave diving is arguably the worst hobby you can ever have. Hiking is way cooler, okay? I know hiking technically is also kind of dangerous if you climb up like really dangerous mountains and stuff, but it's a lot cooler and it's less scary, okay? It might be also dangerous, but I think it's significantly less scary to climb up a mountain, okay? So don't judge. Vatnajökul. Okay, I cannot pronounce. I mean, some things in Icelandic are really easy for me to pronounce, some are not. Here are some cool pictures of the area. Oh yeah, this looks so cool with like the moss and everything, the green parts. Oh look, he's wearing like a traditional like Scandinavian wool shirt. We have those in, not as much in Sweden. This is more like Norway, honestly. But we have those in Sweden too. But it's like, when I see it, I mostly think about Norway, to be fair. Vatnajökul pjugar. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. Let's look at the pictures from like the actual. Yeah, here's a sign of Vatnajökul National Park. And let's look around a little bit here. Here we have the waterfalls, lakes, glaciers and stuff. Bro, this is so cool. I want to go here. I'm too broke though. That's the issue. The reason why I'm not here at the moment is because I'm supremely broke. Guys, make sure to like the video right now so I can actually afford going to Vatnajökul National Park. Because I'm too broke to go here. I literally can't. I think Iceland is expensive. It's like Norway. No, going to Norway... Don't go to Norway if you're planning to save money. If you want to go on a holiday and not get robbed, don't go to Norway. That's just an advice I will give to you. And I think Iceland is basically the same thing. Also, Sweden is kind of expensive as well, but like it's way less expensive. Sweden is way cheaper, as well Finland. But Norway and Iceland, nah. That's next level. I will go to Norway and Iceland in the future, but I will do it when I've gotten my money up a little bit more. At the moment, I am not in a financial situation where it would be smart for me to travel to these countries, okay? I would much rather go to somewhere in like the Balkans or Eastern Europe. But bro, it's so beautiful. Look at this. I mean, just look at this. I have no... This is probably dead ass. I'm gonna be honest, out of all the views we have had in this video, this was my favorite. This is just such a cool landscape with all of the water. And also, one thing I really want to do in Iceland, the fishing here is crazy. Like, I heard a really good stuff about the fly fishing here. You can fish for trout. You can fish for Arctic char here. It's like really good Arctic char and trout fishing here. Wonder if there's good salmon fishing here as well. I mean, you can fish those in Sweden as well. Obviously, we have all of those fish here in Sweden also, but I know that in Iceland it's just like next level. It's really good. Dude, what happened with this guy? He's like chopped in half. Dude is literally chopped. I think these are some Asian tourists, I guess. Yeah, you can see on their hair color and everything. They're Asian, okay. Also the glasses. I don't know why, but Asians love these like round glasses for some reason. I don't know why. I just keep seeing it. Look, this guy has it. She has it. Surely this is like some type of volcano. Askia. This is the name of the mountain. And here we have a shot of what it looks like. Look how like the color of this lake is. Like it looks. Look, like you see like smoke coming out of it. Is this maybe like a hot spring, right? You know what I mean? Is this a hot spring? I have a lot of people standing here. Maybe it's so hot that you can't even like swim in it. Like it's like boiling hot. It's dangerous level of hot. I've never been like near a hot spring in real life. That's a bit thing which I've thought about. Like Iceland have these like hot springs. They're really cool. I feel like why can't we have hot springs here in Sweden as well? Like hot springs are just so awesome. But we don't have a single hot spring in Sweden, which I think is a little bit unfortunate. But I guess like the negative of having hot springs is that you also get to have volcanoes. So I guess you win some, you lose some, Iceland. W, but also an L. I don't know if I want to live next to a volcano. I think I'm actually good on that part. I actually don't want to live next to a volcano. I'd rather just have mountains. I also think they have wild reindeer here in Iceland because they're not native here, but people like implanted reindeer and like made them just run around here. So I guess you could probably see like reindeer and stuff here. Maybe do they have musk ox in Iceland? I don't know if they do, but I feel like they would like fit in here really well. Like musk ox, reindeer, they would be really well off in an area like this. And like Arctic fox, we have all of those things in Sweden, but like they're all endangered and they're not doing too well. And like in Sweden we don't have any wild reindeers, they're all domesticated. Well, I don't want to walk in there. It feels like all this just gonna collapse on me. But I love this color. Look how nice and turquoise this entire area looks like. Like this was kind of ugly, not gonna lie. But this is cool. This is the mountain. Very beautiful mountain. I don't feel like we have that many like straight up mountains like this in Scandinavia. Our mountains are very like round, if you know what I mean. We don't really have that many sharp mountains. They maybe have more of that in Iceland than in the rest of Scandinavia. Like mountains like this, we don't really have as many of that. What is like the closest like town to this area? Here we have this area, but I don't think that's the right. Maybe this is it. What a weird looking area. Do you see kind of like the river is flowing out here? You got this beach like extending out here, but here's like an opening in between the beach. It almost looks like this beach opening has been made artificially. Like there shouldn't be an opening here, but they have made it in order so this like place will be connected to the ocean. Like look how weird this entire like bay area here. Here we go. Vatnajökul National Park. It's one of the 3 national parks in Iceland, and it is the biggest national park in all of Iceland. And I think it is the second largest national park in all of Europe after one. Yeah, this one, Yugudva in the Ural Mountains in Russia. So it's the second biggest one besides Russia. But let's get real. Russia is so big, so I feel like this kind of gets the pass. It's the biggest one in Western Europe at least. And it's also a World Heritage Site. I didn't know that, but it apparently became that in 2019. That's cool. Vatnajökul National Park was established in June 2008. Okay, I thought it would have been a lot earlier than that. And it covers an area of 12,000 square kilometers. Covers approximately 14% of all of Iceland's land area, making it Europe's second largest national park. And let's look a little bit of some of the pictures here. We got some people hiking here in the mountains. There's a dude looking over the glaciers. I've seen this picture so many times, man. Similar pictures. I feel like these glaciers are just really like what defies this entire national park. Here's a different area with some waterfall. There's just so many like different types of waterfalls in Iceland. Man, I love this ice. This ice looks so satisfying. Like this ice which is like turquoise blue. I love it. Vatnajökul is Europe's largest glacier outside the Arctic with a surface area of 8,100 square kilometers. Man, that means that the majority of like the national park is just this absolutely ginormous glacier filled with several different volcanoes, like this place called the Okay, I cannot pronounce that. I know I'm Swedish, but still, Icelandic is still very hard for me to pronounce, even as a Swede. But this maybe I can pronounce. Grimsvötn. Anyway, guys, that is the video about the biggest national park in all of Western Europe. I'm definitely heading here someday in my life in the future. It's such an awesome destination. I'm definitely heading here. The flight isn't even that long for me. So I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this geography video, check out another one.